This is Patrick Thompson from CoinGeek, and I'm with Robert Rice, the founder of Omniscape. So Robert, you gave a great presentation about Omniscape, and for those who weren't able to view it, what would you say is the general takeaway that you would want people to walk away with after seeing that?
I'm a magician and a sorcerer, but with technology. No, seriously. So what we're trying to do is literally build the metaverse that we've all been thinking and dreaming about for years. And what I wanted to kind of communicate was we have a plan, we have a roadmap, we understand how to do it, and all these technologies, they're available, they're coming now, and hang on to your seats, because this year we're going to be rolling out a lot of stuff, and I think it's just going to be amazing.
And for those who don't know, what is the metaverse?
Okay, so if you've ever watched The Matrix or Ready Player One or whatever, the metaverse typically tends to be a lot about virtual reality and like other worlds, but the meta kind of means all-encompassing or around. So basically, the metaverse is really all the cool digital stuff, 3D objects, augmented reality, virtual reality, but together and kind of blended with the real world. So all the IoT smart devices you have, your phone, Pokemon Go, World of Warcraft, all these things together kind of form a metaverse. But these are still independent games and worlds, and the real metaverse that's being built now by us and many other companies is just going to really impact every part of your daily life, whether it's school or education or commerce, whatever, and it's just going to be crazy.
And what's kind of your grand vision when it comes to how the metaverse is going to interact with the real world, or how people are going to interact with the metaverse?
Well, there's two things. So A, it's really going to be persistent and ubiquitous everywhere. So whether it's learning how to do something like maybe tennis lessons, you'll have a hologram right in front of you that you kind of learn with. Or as you're walking down the street in front of your school or university, seeing the names of your classmates kind of pop in over their heads. Or when you go to a theater and having the posters just break out with really wicked cool 3D holograms. I mean, there's so many different ways. Or even if you're in the enterprise, being able to hold up your phone or a tablet or put on a cool pair of glasses and see information in the wall, where the wires are, where the plumbing is, or be able to click on a piece of machinery and get the maintenance records and instructions on how to fix it. These are all the things that are kind of coming together. And then from our perspective with what we're building, we want to build the tools to enable and facilitate this, but also make it easy for businesses and brands and creators to make money on it. And I think that the economic aspect is really what's going to drive adoption.
And for those who don't know, how does BSV fall into the fold of Omniscape, and how does Omniscape use the BSV enterprise blockchain?
Oh, okay, so BSV and blockchain is very important because it allows us to basically prove and validate and trust the data, whether it's driving the e-commerce side or whether it's making it easy for you to trust the data that you're using from IoT sensors and maybe a medical situation or something that would affect business operations. If I'm giving you 3D data, you have to know that it's good and solid. So yeah, BSV, it's fast, it's scalable, and it can handle the sheer amount of data that we're doing with the metaverse, whereas other blockchains simply can't.
And for those who don't know, you can already use Omniscape today. So can you just talk a little bit about what that looks like, where people can find it, and from an end user perspective, what using Omniscape is like?
Sure. So we have an early release of the app out. It's in both of the app stores. Just search for Omniscape XR. It's the early version of the app. It's not fully featured yet. We're going to be rolling out a lot of stuff in June, July, and August of this summer. And the experiences are going to be kind of all over the place. We've got the ability to buy and claim virtual real estate to do some really fun things there. We're releasing 3D meta pets. These will be little 3D characters and pets that will follow you around. You can train to do tricks and will interact with other friends' pets, kind of like Tamagotchi, but on steroids. It's going to be very cool. And there's going to be a lot of other things by the time the fall rolls around. Probably the biggest one is going to be a marketplace for the first time ever 3D NFTs or non-fungible tokens that will be interactive and will have utility, and it's going to be pretty amazing for the art world and a lot of other industries as well.
That's amazing. Well, Robert, thank you for your time. I look forward to what's next from you and the Omniscape team.
Hi, it's Jimmy Nguyen, founding president of Bitcoin Association. I'm inviting you to the 8th CoinGeek conference. CoinGeek is coming back to the Big Apple, New York City. Join us October 5th through 7th at the Sheraton New York Times Square Hotel in Manhattan. You'll learn how the BSV blockchain is transforming all industries. With its massive scalability, BSV can power efficient payments down to the micro and nano level, and data applications of all types for enterprise, government, and consumers. After so many years of just hearing about the promise of blockchain technology, it's time to see some real uses and real value. Registration is now open, so get your tickets early and stay tuned for more information about CoinGeek New York. BSV Blockchain. It's about time.